I'm a bit of a joker. I like a bit of a laugh. I've got a great support team here, and I can approach like my health centre manager and assistant and team leader, all approachable, and I can find that, you know, if I need help, I can ask for it. You know, if I need a breather, I can ask for it. And the beauty working here is if your day gets a bit much, I've only got to walk out the door and you've got trees and grass and fresh air, and you just take that in, you know.
I'm incredibly fortunate, in fact, that I have an incredibly supportive team here at the office that I'm based at. So if I've got a problem, I've got a hiccup, I've got a hurdle I've got to get over, I've got so many people, so many experienced people that I can call on and say, look, this is what's happening. How do I deal with it? How do I move forward from this? The other thing is that throughout the training that you get in this job, they really drum it into you, and they really train you to, when you finish work, you click off, you finish work. So you don't take your caseloads home, you don't take the hassles and the hiccups you're trying to work through home. You can really, really switch off.
You have to have resilience in a place like this. I think for me, I was already aware when I came to, you know, when I was going to come to work in a prison, I was already aware that I was going to be faced with different situations. And I think having a background of ED and trauma kind of just helped me prepare for that. So, yeah. So the first thing I learned in my first year working in corrections is that you never take home your work. Obviously, this is a very unique and difficult environment. Whatever happens at work, you know, it stays at work. You don't bring it home.
For myself, I either go to the gym or go for a walk after work. Either way, it's just about getting out, getting your head, you know, clearing your head and getting a fresh mind.
I think I utilise my team if I'm having a bad day. We all have them, and yeah, it can be frustrating sometimes because we're dealing with complex personalities sometimes, or people that are just really comfortable being honest with us and quite comfortable disagreeing with us, which is great. But yeah, sometimes it can get a little frustrating. I think we utilise our team because we all understand that and we support each other with that.
I think I look after my own mental health by just having a laugh with my colleagues is a big one, talking to family and friends, and just making sure I do things for myself, like going for walks, getting outside, yeah, just watching a movie, you know, just doing those everyday normal things that just help you to switch off. And yeah, and talking. I think we've got a really supportive team where you can talk about things after they happen and debrief, which really helps, yeah.
I think you really need to know yourself and know your boundaries, know what's too much for you, what you can handle, what you can take on. And just being aware that if you do have a really hard day, that you know what's best for you and what you can do, what the steps are you need to take to deal with that. When big things happen, we always have what we call a hot debrief. So that's a debrief in the moment, what's happened, how are you feeling about it, and then a couple of days after you'll have a cold debrief. So that's a reflection about what happened, what you could do differently next time, things like that. But it's just talking with your colleagues, and that's something in this department I've found so far has been the most helpful thing, and everybody is so open to helping each other, being support people for one another, and that's the biggest thing.
We make sure that, you know, when we are on our days off, we do something to, you know, enjoy time away from work, and we encourage our nurses to get involved in other stuff, not just, you know, like patient-to-patient contact, but they are involved in a lot of their social things outside. And I think pretty much that have always been giving us advice is that, you know, the things that happen here in the prison, those are things that you shouldn't take personally. You're dealing with men with a lot of history and trauma in their background, and you're there to help them address their health needs, but you're not there to absorb it.